Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Monsters of Then and Now podcast. I am your host, Ryan NDK. Here with me is our co-host, Sam the Geigen fan.
I'm pretty sure the stream is offline because... Oh, wait, no, never mind. Just turned live.
All right,
Oof.
and now we
I don't
have our special guest because we were thinking, why don't we have a special guest this time? So we got Raphael.
Louis Duran. Oh crap! Wait.
Kaijuzilla621. So say hi, Raph.
Hi,
Raphael.
people of the world. How many viewers do we got?
3. One of
Hi,
which is
3
myself.
people of the world. 2
Hi.
people of the world.
One person of the world.
Someone you blocked is a moderator here.
F. Can we get an H in the chat?
Just huge H. So for this podcast, I thought we'd discuss the new KOTM related things, like the Monarch Sciences stuff that they're posting, and the monster designs, and our overall thoughts of the movie so far. So, but before that, I thought we'd do a little short Q&A with Mr. Raphael Spaghettios.
You know, where did that SpaghettiOs thing start? I forgot.
I think it started with I think Jansamy when he was still around. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I remember that. Rip. He left his lover chicken man alone.
Yeah. He has no one to love now. Alright, so I think we should start with the Q&A portion of this. So, first, I want to ask, how you doing, Raph? How are you doing on this?
I'm doing
night?
just fine. I'm doing just fine on this fine night. A pretty fire night, in fact. Working on my next Godzilla movie. I don't want to say a lot. I mean, we could talk about this later, but right now, those are things I'm currently doing.
Sick. So, Fortnite, I'm kidding.
Tfue, whatever that guy is.
So you've been doing this for about 5 years? Like, a little bit more than 5 years?
I've been using YouTube. Oh, wow, yeah, this is coming up.
Yeah, it's 5 years you've been doing it. I mean, for
yeah,
the
5 years.
for the Kaijuzilla account, but for the actual Raphael Cosme account, that's what like a little bit more than that. Like a
well, if you want, I could just briefly talk about my YouTube origin. Well, I started out with a account called Raphael Cosme, and this was started in early 2013. In fact, I got into Godzilla late 2012. Like, it's so weird. Like, people just keep forgetting that. Like, I'm one of the bigger Godzilla YouTubers, and people just forget that, like, I was never a, like, Godzilla person, like, when I was even 10.
I mean, I got into Godzilla when I was like 2011, so I think I was like, what? Like 8?
Fetus?
So. No, not fetus. I mean, when did you get into it, Sam?
Wait, what?
When did you get into Godzilla?
Like right around 2014 campaign, or when the marketing campaign for 2014 started getting around, like it was getting real for 2014. So like December of 2013.
All right.
So that's pretty epic. I said that in my winter Q&A video.
All right. It's pretty good.
Which you probably should have watched. I wouldn't be surprised if you didn't. Sob.
So I got one question for you. What made you exactly want to start doing YouTube? Like why YouTube and not just like, I don't know, VidMe?
Well, for me, are you saying Godzilla? I was sorry, I was posting. I want to post this on Instagram.
You can't take breaks during the stream, right? No sleep till Brooklyn.
What was your question again? I'm sorry.
What made you want to start doing YouTube?
Well, YouTube. First couple YouTubers I watched was what's the guy? Zilla Dead or like Skeleton Zilla, whatever that guy is. Ultraman Kronos, Goji Fan 93, Richie. So the usual. Generation 1. I always refer to that as Generation 1 Godzilla YouTubers because those are like the between 20 and 30-year-olds, that kind of thing. Right now we get the 10-year-olds. But yeah, those are the kind of first YouTubers I watched. Got me into that, and then after that, I wanted to do those kind of short film things with the figures. Got into the figures, and everything sprung from there, and I still do them today.
Yeah, well, hold on 1 second. Sam, ask him a question, please.
He's got to be whipped.
Insert funny meme question here. I didn't have time to cook up a lot of questions, to be honest. So, I guess just just how's your movie going? Like honestly, I want to know all the juicy details.
You sound frustrated. Is it because I haven't released anything in like 2 years?
No, do I sound frustrated? I don't know.
Tiny bit, but
I'm just curious.
Well,
I'm just curious because.
Yeah. Do you think you're more curious than you were when Amushino was beginning, or no?
I mean, I guess because like this has been in like production since like 2016, so like
no, 2017, late 2017. It's been in production for a year and a half. The script started in June or July, so yeah, 1 year and a half. This has been the longest movie so far I've worked on. Mushino took a year. I think this one's going to take a solid 2 years because I plan to release it in summer. And,
Wait.
What?
No, continue. I just noticed that we got Kaiju Cinema back. Holy crap, it's been like, what, 2 years, man? Like, not 2 years, but like a year.
Yeah. Well, with this Godzilla movie, all I could say is that I really want to make it the most unique Godzilla fan film on YouTube. And the way I'm doing that is that there are absolutely no military battles. It's the most different Godzilla fan film you'll ever see. If I have to say a little bit of what I'm leaning to in terms of genres, I'd say Western and drama. A lot of inspiration from a lot of recent films, I guess, like Logan, Breaking Bad, I guess maybe Infinity War. I don't know, some about the fact of Infinity War having some spectacle aspect. That's the thing I'm taking from it. At first, this is going to be a fully character-driven film, barely any monster scenes. But then I thought, like, after seeing like the first King of Monsters trailer, I'm like, I gotta switch up stuff. And I'm still at the beginning process of this movie. Like, it sounds ridiculous, but I'm at the first like 3 scenes still of the movie. I'm still working on it. But it really took long because I've been doing all these other films like Louis Duran, Jurassic World Survival 3, ending that trilogy, and the Project Blue Book movie with the alien, and also Arby's Boys. So all these movies have come and go. I did 2 Halloween movies in between this Godzilla movie even starting. So now that that's all done, there's no movies coming out. It's just this. This is all I'm going to work for the next half a year and completely. I might even cut back on like 2 videos a month next year just to get this film done.
Well, that's the one thing I do appreciate with your movies is that they're more character-driven, because with Godzilla fan films, and even with most Godzilla movies, they're not really as character-driven as I'd say like your films are, with like, you know, plot lines and stuff like that. I mean, we do have like some good plot lines with some of the movies, but you don't really see too many character-driven ones. So yeah. Oh, and
I like how you took a lot of inspiration from me. I really see that in all your films. I could say more, but I don't want to because we're live. But yeah, I see a lot of inspiration from you in your films, the character-driven aspect of them. Because yeah, I feel like I was like, there were Godzilla fights, all these Godzilla fights in these fan films, but I think I was one of the first people that fully did a fully character-driven like kaiju film on YouTube with figures. So I'm glad that's become the norm because we need that to be the norm. I'm tired of seeing these generic military sprung battled Godzilla films where it's literally the exact copy and paste plot lines from other Godzilla movies, such as the Heisei Legendary stuff, especially Legendary, all these 2014 ripoffs I've seen. So I'm starting to see more people go more original. That's kind of my quote. And I just hope that continues because this next one I'm doing is going to be fully that.
Oh, I know Michael Zillowcraft. Why wasn't I invited? Because we didn't invite you, Michael. Not today, at least. You're a little bit too controversial for our own good. And now we must ban Switchboard because of that statement, because we need to keep the stream advertiser friendly.
You know what we should talk about?
What?
Abortion and
No!
same-sex marriage.
No! No! You don't need to make it a Ben Shapiro talk show, man.
You'll be on the front headlines of CNN tomorrow.
I'll have CNN come in the morning when I'm just getting a bit of coffee. And then
YouTuber NDK Films talks about abortion and same-sex marriage. Is he against it? I don't know.
Alright, so
Okay.
you let Sam, you can ask one more question because we should really get with the KOTM discussion. So we'll ask one more question. So Sam, you first.
Actually, allow me to make the smoothest transition ever. What do you guys think of Godzilla 2?
Godzilla 2.
But we were going to discuss that later, Sam. How dare you? You've messed me up.
I don't have any more questions. If you were here earlier in the stream, you would have known that, but you didn't. Or you weren't, so you don't know.
Okay, fine. We'll get.
I'm gonna call 911.
FBI open. Kaijuzilla621 is like FBI open up. You know that's gonna get you
FBI
as a
open up.
moderator. There you go, my guy. I guess.
Should I talk about what happened in my? Should I talk about what happened in my school recently or no?
You told me about this on Hangouts, and I did do some research. You had a lockdown, It was actually a lockdown drill, but
it was not a lockdown, dude. You don't know what you're saying. It was a lot more than that.
It was apparently. Was it the one that was like it was a drill, but then the drill?
No, a kid actually was coming to shoot it up, dude. Like, I don't know what you're saying. It was.
I guess I was. You weren't really giving me too much information to go off of.
I don't know. Forget about that.
Oh.
I might post on YouTube. I don't want to though.
All right. So cotton. All right. Let's just segue into some happiness.
I could feel that tonal whiplash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why are you talking through Discord, Skype? We don't use Skype. We're not beta males. We're alpha male.
I might switch over to Discord soon.
Yeah, because Hangouts is ending next year. That's unfortunate. So with the common discussion, I thought we'd talk about first our thoughts on the monster designs. So let's talk about that. Nah.
All right, you want me to go first?
Go forest.
Yeah.
Go forest.
Go to the forest and film a. Never mind.
A what?
Go to the forest and film a dead. Never mind.
Body.
Yo.
Go to the forest and film a ripoff of Arby's Boy.
Yeah. All right. So let's first talk about the monster designs. Because these were announced recently, last week, at Tokyo Comic Con, with the releases of the SH Monster Arts, Godzilla King of the Monsters designs for all the monsters, including Godzilla, Rodan, King Ghidorah, and Mothra, which Mothra, at least in me and Sam's eyes, is the most questionable of the bunch. So
you want me to talk about it first?
I'll talk about it. I mean, if you want, why don't you talk about it first? That way we can
He's our guest.
All right,
He has
I'll-
the right to talk about it
I'll
first.
talk about it
be
first.
our guest for the rest for.
So I woke up seeing these designs on my phone. I had to take a closer look because I thought it was the generic SH King Ghidorah, but then I realized the wingspan was the first thing I noticed that was new. Then I saw the heads and was blown away.
Yeah,
This
the heads
is
look stunning with it. They really definitely blew it out of the
Quote me
ballpark with it.
quote me on this. This is the most perfect modern design for King Ghidorah they could have done. There's literally nothing I would change. This is the design that I've always wanted. But I really never visualized it until now, seeing it
Oh no!
fully
Here
detailed.
come the Planet Eater fans. Ooh,
I don't think there's not a single Planet Eater fan out there, dude.
Cough, cough.
But Rodan looks great. I mean, I really appreciate how much they stuck to the original designs, because if it was me and I'm a Godzilla fan, I would screw them up, seriously. Like, I would make some weird thing, but I think Rodan would be like the one that I kind of gloss over. I know people like that's like their favorite for some reason, even more than King Ghidorah. I see a lot. But yeah, also Mothra, I like it a lot. A lot of people have the most iffy feels on that. I really personally like it. I respect how insect like they made it. I really like that. The wings, the color spans.
I
just
can just
like how
feel the anger from Sam right now. Just
I don't.
Trust me, I have just.
If we want to debate
have
about it, I would
Yeah,
personally would.
we can debate it. All right. So final thoughts.
I mean, like,
final thoughts on designs. Like
They're all perfect, except a few. Maybe a little bit. Maybe change a tiny bit of Mothra and Rodan, but that'd be it. Godzilla looks great.
all right,
That's like the perfect legendary design.
I'm gonna begin with my thoughts. Godzilla's design. I do like it. And the spines to me are a little weird, but I can see why they did that. It's more reminiscent of the old Godzilla designs, but it still keeps the features of the new Godzilla design. So that's good. King Ghidorah is a very good looking kaiju. I like the way the the heads look. You know, some people are saying, "Oh, why don't you add the mane? That would look so much better." I don't think it would. The mane looked cool for the Showa Godzilla because it was goofy. So, but it doesn't really work for this for this newer King Ghidorah. Rodan, I think, has probably the best design change in this because it just looks so modern, but it still keeps the characteristics of the old movies, like in head and also like parts of it, because it does look very reminiscent of Fire Rodan, but it looks much better, and I look forward to it because when you look at it in the trailers and some Monarch decryption videos, it just looks massive. And that's what I love about the monster designs, is that, like, and especially with, like, the newer movies, too, they make the Godzillas look so much more massive. You know, almost like Pacific Rim, because with Pacific Rim, the CGI is so good because it looks like there's some weight when, like, a Jaeger steps down and stuff like that, so it just looks really good. And then we have Mothra, which we could have a debate about that, but I think that for design of it, it looks alright. It's just the colors are a little iffy for me. So now Sam, Kaijuzilla, you might want to get in your bunker now for this.
My bunker? I'd gladly debate about this.
All right, well,
let's do it.
All right, well, just to say everything about the monster designs, Godzilla looks great. I do like the changes, though. I do wish that for the Monster Arts figure, I think the dorsal plates should be a little bit thinner. They kind of look out of place on the design, but
yeah,
they look great. I like the updated feet too. I stated in my video that they kind of look like tree roots coming out of like a tree or something. So that's cool. Ghidorah looks friggin' wonderful. I just love his design. I
The
would
thing I love
change.
about the design is the wings. It's just they look fantastic, and they look big too. Like you can feel how massive they are just by that wingspan.
King Ghidorah's like 521 feet tall, I heard.
Just imagine like him flying in the movie. All right, continue.
Just imagine like a GMK-esque shot of Ghidorah's head's just like coming out of the ice, and then his wings just sprouting out.
Yeah.
And then just taking one flap, and just like a thunderstorm just builds all around him.
That'd be awesome.
That would be just like the greatest. If I were to change a few things about the design, though, I wish that the heads were different, like how they were in the poster.
Yeah.
How were they in the poster?
Let me pull up some poster shots.
Yeah, because like one of the heads was like very smooth, the other one had like a few, like had like a different.
So you like a smooth look? You don't like the rough look it has?
Yeah, these actually
No, I mean, I like
these look alright actually. Let me show you.
I mean, no, like I wish that the heads were different from each other. Like they were separate. Like you could tell each of them apart, like in the Comic-Con poster.
Yeah, because the thing is, like, you know, each head sort of has its, like, apparently, like, they have their own personality, I guess, in the movie, because, like, they're controlled by different, stage actors, I guess you can say, with the CGI.
Yeah, motion cap.
Yeah, with the motion capture.
Yeah, something else I just thought of was like you could have different head designs that could represent like different personalities for Ghidorah. Like the middle one was said to be like the oldest or something like that, so he'd be like the oldest brother. So he could have like a little, kind of like what the Heisei had, just have like some spikes on the bottom of his face or something.
Yeah.
See,
the other two could look.
I like that idea. I mean, I'm okay with it doesn't, but now that the way you're explaining it, I'm a little more optimistic about that. But I still like the way they did it.
Yeah, I mean, I like the way that it. I mean, I like the way that they did it. I just prefer if they went the other direction. Also, I don't really like how short the tails are. It just feels like a bit unproportional to the rest of the body, which is a word you're going to hear me say a lot when it comes to Mothra. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Overall, Ghidorah, he just looks wonderful.
I just want to throw in
solid, great 8 out of 10 design.
I just want to throw in Kaijuzilla621's comment here. I have a hunch that each head will have a different function. For example, the head will, like, one head is in the change of the storms, but I mean that could be a cool concept, but I don't think so. But I want to bring up, like really quick, Whalezilla's comment, like on, I think it was Dylan Fellow, his last Evil Hero Honda stream, because I remember Whalezilla making a comment about this that I think would be kind of cool if it was in the movie. I don't think it will be. If like, since like the heads are like different personalities, like what if like one of the heads like snapped at the other if one did something bad or something like that? I think that'd be cool. I think that'd be quite cool.
Yeah, I like that idea too.
Yeah.
Just show the personality. So, all right, continue with your thoughts, Sam.
All right, Rodan, perfect, a freaking godsend of nature. I love it. Just everything about this design works. Don't need to say anything else about it. 10 out of 10. Just perfect. And we got Mothra, who is just the worst thing ever. No, I'm joking. But she is my least favorite out of the 4. I do like the wing patterns, though. I think that they look really nice. They look really pretty. But just everything else about the design, I'm iffy on. Because, like for one thing,
here we go.
For one thing, the legs are way too big for my liking.
Dig the trenches.
Like, they feel almost like they're attached from some sort of other insect monster, like Kamacuras or something, and just stitched onto Mothra's body. And then you have the 4 sets of legs up front, and then you have like 2 sets at the very back, which is just like weird to look at. and then you have the head, which is just like tiny in comparison to everything else, and the body, which is just normal size. If I were
See,
to if I were to change it, I would just take the legs and I would just like shrink them down so they'd be like a bit more proportional. So that, because I like the general idea of the design, I just wish that they kept it with more Mothra like proportions.
Mothra like proportions like this.
Well, no, I mean like general, like have the legs be a little smaller and have just keep everything else the same. Just have the legs be shorter and maybe the body just a
Eric, can I
tad bit
throw in some of
bigger.
my thoughts? My thoughts on the design. I like how they're going more with the insect look. Some of the proportions are a little weird, but I think it looks fine. I think it looks fine. It's just my personal problem with it is the color of the wings and the body in general.
Let's get, okay. I want to kind of debate this with just Guy again. So far, don't pitch in yet.
Damn.
So what do you think about Sam? What do you think about the non-fluffy look? You like that better?
Like the non-general fluffy look.
Yeah, like the very sharp looking look, not the very bold and really circular look the original one had.
I mean, I do, or like my favorite look for Mothra is the Tokyo SOS one, and that one is pretty, like not. I would consider that to be like a less hairy design. Just like, I mean, like it is a hairy Mothra, but it's like the perfect way to design Mothra. Like you got something that is both, you can say that's both pretty looking, but it could still probably just wipe the floor with your ass, basically. Like that's how I want my Mothra to be. Like she's majestic and beautiful, yes, but if she really wants to, she can just wipe the floor with your ass. Just like I am ready to murder people, basically.
See now, okay, now to go against kind of what you thought about the legs, I feel like the legs are. Dude, come on, stop.
Just dig the trenches, make the bunkers.
Okay, looking at the legs and arms, think about this. This Mothra may be able to probably land correctly and actually possibly stand up slightly, maybe a little hunched over. Because now looking at the original Mothra pictures, that's something that Mothra never did. She never really landed like a normal butterfly. I'm looking at butterflies right now, and they seem to stand in a very hunched way. And I feel like this Mothra could do that for the first time. I feel like we're different. I like how different they are, but don't take that different to the limit of what the Godzilla anime did with King Ghidorah. That is going too far. But the limit they're going here of being different, that is bothering people. But for me, it's completely fine because we might be able to see Mothra in a completely different way. It really looks like its legs will make it be able to stand up, and with the arms, a lot of hand attacks. Because think about this: what is Mothra's powers? All she does is flies around, throws the dust, and create wind. That's it. Maybe this one can actually almost jab its fingers, maybe Muto-like, maybe poison. I don't know, but I feel like this gives the opportunity for Mothra to have new powers, different stances, and just be different enough to make it enjoyable to watch. That's how I see it. I like the long legs and the long arms.
All right. Well, going back with what you said, like with Mothra's abilities and stuff, I don't see why you would need to have a Mothra that can poke and jab her enemies when in Mothra vs. Godzilla, which is probably her best depiction in the series, she hardly did that. She dragged Godzilla around. She friggin' blasted wind towards him. She used her scales. She fought tooth and nail without using any teeth or any nails. That is Mothra.
But did it look good though? I feel like now with this movie being completely CGI, you can't really get away with that kind of thing that the original Mothra vs. Godzilla did. That was more of a corny way of fighting. I didn't think that was jab and nail. It was a lot of tossing. Like I remember a lot of the old like Heisei movies. Heisei or Showa, where they threw Godzilla, like Mothra threw him, and he like went flying to a mountain, then he flew over that mountain. It was just weird. But I feel like with this movie completely being CGI, the battle of whoever Mothra's gonna fight is gonna be more. It's gonna be executed way better than the original Godzilla movies because it's CGI. So that's why they made the design to fit the CGI look and way the monster fights. Because if they did a CGI version of this, it wouldn't fight in a very entertaining way at all. Because I really never fought Mothra fighting Godzilla entertaining at all, really.
Well, I mean, that's just personal preference. Having Mothra not having Mothra fight Godzilla being entertaining.
That's just your subjective opinion, Sam.
I know,
No,
right?
No, it's Kaijuzilla's subjective opinion.
Yeah, but you liking the fighting of Godzilla versus Mothra 64 is also subjective.
Okay, fair enough.
Opinions. I mean, if Mothra's going more with this like with the newer movie, like with this new movie, and having Mothra look more like a moth, my only question is, if she looks like a moth, will she still fly around like she drank a gallon of LSD? Because you notice that with butterflies and moths, when they fly, it's like they don't even know how to fly.
Yeah, and that's like another thing, sort of like springboarding off of that idea. The thing for me that makes Mothra one of the most interesting giant monsters is the fact that she is just not realistic at all. Like, yeah, she's a giant moth, but she's a godlike giant moth. She has motive. She has some other word that's like motive. And I don't see how just a normal monster version of Mothra would, or why a normal monster version of Mothra would help Godzilla or something and fight King Ghidorah, because that just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I just don't, because like the most interesting versions of Mothra are ones where she is sentient. She takes the initiative. Like Mothra 61, she went after her twin fairies after they were stolen. Mothra 64, she did the same thing, but this time there was the egg. Mothra 92, once again the same thing, but replaced the egg with Batra, and now you have Godzilla again. So, and then in Mothra Tokyo SOS, which is probably my personal favorite incarnation, it's basically the priestesses are just warning humanity about, give us the bones of the original Godzilla or Mothra will start a war with humanity, basically. I just don't see how having or not having the divinity as the divine aspect to Mothra, how that will make her interesting. I mean, of course, we haven't seen it.
What's your argument?
It's basically, how are they going to make this version of the character interesting if she isn't divine or godlike?
Well, I feel like I mean, this movie, I hope, doesn't have the fairies at all. With the kind of story they're going for, I mean, we really don't know anything about the movie. Like, all we see is the spectacle aspect of it, just the tone of it from the first trailer. What I hope to see is, I mean, I kind of agree with you on the side of like how are they gonna make. So you say you want that good character aspect of Mothra in this movie. You want it to be as equal like Godzilla and Rodan.
I want Mothra to be more sentient, godlike, basically.
I mean, I
think everyone in this movie is going to be godlike and mystical in the sense, because all the pictures I see of them introducing the monsters, Mothra has the bright light. Rodan has a volcano. Everything has this majestic, divine aspect to it. The spectacle. That's the kind of aspect all the monsters have that I see in this. I feel like Mothra. Yeah, I think they're gonna add more of that aspect to her. I mean, in that part where she comes out of the waterfall. I don't know what I predict. I mean, did Mothra ever have a song? I forgot.
Yeah.
The Mothra song.
Excuse me, Ref. Do we need to pull up those G-Fest videos for you?
I mean, it wasn't on G-Fest.
Well, they usually, there's usually one, like a few people who do the Mothra song every year. I think so, I don't know. I don't know if it's every year, but at least the ones I've been to. do that.
Every monster is gonna be released the same way. It looks like all of them are contained and they're gonna break out. They're gonna be let out. Mothra, you could see it in its larva form, touching Millie Bobby Brown wants to touch it. What?
Nothing.
You good?
I'm good, man.
I think they're all gonna have a divine aspect.
I mean,
like something that's something that's otherworldly to Mothra, because like you have the other monsters who you can kind of sort of get away with being based in reality, but like when it comes to Mothra, she's always portrayed as like this like goddess sort of character. Like she seems almost mythical in the way, or yeah, she seems mythical, more of that than any of the other monsters. Like she is something that like if she were put into like Greek or Roman stuff, like Greek and Roman stuff, like she could probably fit in pretty well with like those guys. I mean, like not literally, but do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, we get it. You love Mothra.
No, he respects women too much.
Yeah.
He's a nice guy. You're a nice guy, Sam. I respect that.
Yeah, I respect that too.
We need some more people who respect women in this community. But now let me give my personal take on this.
Oh, here we go.
Like I said earlier, I like the design a little bit. I mean, I kind of did like the fur with the.
You're always with this a little bit thing.
Because sometimes when you take the middle ground, you can look at the whole picture instead of half the picture.
It's over, Anakin. I have the middle ground.
You underestimate my half power.
Does this mean you're an independent NDK?
No, I mean, I'm not saying, because here's the thing. The design, it looks pretty good. But I mean, it just feels a little bit too realistic, but I think that's okay because that's how this movie is portrayed. It's supposed to be a lot more realistic than the past movies. But my only problem with it is the coloration of it, because it's very orange and very red.
Dude, that's the best part about it. They're keeping the classic design of the original Mothra. That's like actually
the original designs had more like purples and stuff like that.
Purples.
I mean, you see that with GMK. You see.
Do you remember what Mothra looked like in 1964?
1964.
Look at that. All red, yellow.
Yeah, but
black.
Oh, let me pull up the actual KOTM Mothra.
If you're talking about GMK, that's fine, but that was just a different incarnation.
I mean,
the standard Mothra colors are red, yellow, and black.
Here,
I mean,
wait,
it has
let me show you what I mean, though. Like, hold on. Here, hold on. Where is it?
I'm exposing NDK live.
Hold on. Is with the design here? I mean, okay, fine. Purple false white, but look at the way like the wings look, because the wings and also the body too, how the body is red and orange. It just kind of feels a little weird to me. Because usually Mothra is, you know, white. She had that like white design, but now it's just like orange and red and all that stuff, and it just kind of looks a little weird. So.
Yeah, but she's always been orange and red.
No, I mean for the body
black.
design.
Yeah, and
for body design.
Well, you like the blue? You like the blue?
I mean, the blue looks fine. Damn, dude. Why are you guys coming down on me? I'm the host.
You know, I would like it if Mothra, maybe those weren't... Okay, those are the standard colors, but this Mothra maybe could be a very transparent, whatever. That wherever it's at, maybe like when it's in the King Ghidorah yellow clouds, maybe it's a little more yellow. Like in the rain over there, it's blue. I like that.
That could be a good thought.
I kind of wish that just her main color was blue. It suits her.
Yeah, I think I was actually kind of looking forward to a blue Mothra with the trailer here.
I wasn't. It looks too similar. That's good. That's Godzilla's color scheme. Like every Godzilla monster here has their own color scheme. Godzilla's blue, Rodan's red, King Ghidorah is yellow, and Mothra's just all of those.
You know
Except
what I noticed I talked to Sam about earlier? Look, I mean, you see what the stand here with the SH Monster, it's that's just a regular old Bandai Tamashii Nation Act 5. That's just a regular old stand that you use to prop up your Ultraman figures or your Atomic Breath pieces. So it's either like this. I mean, it's probably both, but it's probably going to be that this figure is going to be probably tiny, and if it's going to be screen accurate, then it means that she's going to be pretty tiny in the movie. So.
I mean, the Monarch website says that our wingspan's like 800 something feet, so.
So, why would they not be realistic here and only have that little stand? And I mean, because that's a tiny stand with a tiny figure.
Because that would be absolutely massive. Probably cost too much.
Yeah.
So what else are we gonna talk about?
Hold on, I thought I had a little something here. Let's discuss some final thoughts. The new monster designs look pretty good. Mothra's a little bit iffy, but that's
Mothra's great. You two are against it, but I fully am with Mothra at this time.
All right, let's go.
Actually, Rodan's the one I think it needs a little more work than Mothra.
Excuse me?
How dare you?
Hell yeah.
No, he does not need any work done. He is perfect.
Yes, he needs more color.
This can
he
work
looks scorched.
KZ, this can work
he
both
looks
ways,
like a lava flow. It looks great.
He looks scorched like my dead horse in Red Dead 2.
Oh, we got a fire gun. We'd have to dig our trenches now. He looks great. I don't get why you would say anything about him. What, make him more like red? I mean, he looks like a lava flow, and that's what I love about him.
He looks like the guy who put like the iPhone in the lava. It looks like that kind of lava.
You mean Tech Rex?
Yeah, whatever.
Tech gun.
It looks awesome though.
Why?
Where are the legs?
They're underneath them.
They're underneath. Exactly.
I need a little bit.
I mean, how else do you think? Like, you can see his legs in the picture right next to him when you're screen sharing. So.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
I mean, they are a bit tiny, yeah, but it looks like a great design that I look forward to seeing in the movie.
I don't know. I just feel like it's great, but it's just a bit too bland for me.
No. Oh.
In my opinion, is objective.
Sam, that's huge. Heartburn. You got the Tums for that? Pass the Tums over here.
Wait, what?
I have huge heartburn right now. I need the Tums.
Throws heartburn medicine.
Pass me the what is it, Nexium? What's the heartburn medicine? Hold on. Heartburn. Medis.
Why are we talking about heartburn medicine on
because
a Godzilla 2 podcast?
Because he said offensive thing. I have huge heartburn because of it. Ow. It's just... What? How? Why does it look too bland to you? What do you think it would be needing?
It just looks too bland, man.
No, it just... Well...
Facts don't care about your emotions, NDK.
It's facts don't care about your feelings, you uncultured swine. You got anything to say about that, Sam?
This feels more like a fight between you two than it is between it comes between the two of us and him. So
I appreciate how awkward this stream is. I like it.
yes,
All right, I
it
think we
adds
should,
to.
I could feel the intensity in your voices.
but seriously, what is bland about it?
It
I wanna
is
know your opinion.
bland. I feel like it's a little bland, but then I think they should fix the blandness. It's a bit too bland.
That is probably the worst sentence you could use to try and help out an argument.
Was I trying to make an argument though?
I don't understand though. Why is it bland? You gotta explain. What makes it bland?
Well, it's a little bland over there, a little bland over there.
God damn it!
The base looks very bland. It's just clear plastic.
That's what all Tamashii figure. I mean, I wasn't talking about the figure. I was just talking
The
about
Godzilla Rebirth one had a pretty cool one.
Hey guys, if we can actually move on from this, someone in the chat just gave us a pretty good talking point.
What?
Politics? Can we talk about
just-
abortion? Can we talk about abortion and gay marriage?
No,
You kind
no,
of
no,
avoided
no,
it.
no, we can't talk
You kind of
about
avoided the question.
this. Sam, what was the comment?
In the chat, Reflect Justice asked, "Did you talk about what themes you want to hear?" In
Okay, let's
reference
talk
to
about that. Let's talk about that new Godzilla theme. All right, so
Ooh, yeah, the Wait, are you
I did
talking
not-
about like the soundtrack, like those themes, or like?
Yeah,
All right.
or just like let's just start with the theme that we heard at the panel.
I didn't
Yeah.
watch the panel.
Oh my gosh! All right, I'll just talk first then. The theme, that Gojira theme. Okay, so I did not like it, but then I liked it, but then I didn't like it. So I
you-
really like what?
So you liked it, then you didn't like it, and then
No, I didn't like it. I liked it, then I didn't like it. But I don't know how I feel now. I gotta hear it again.
So you
but
liked it, but you didn't like it, but then you liked it, and then you didn't.
no, I didn't like it. I liked it, then I didn't like it.
So you liked it, you didn't like it, and then you liked it again, and then you liked it again.
It's bland. I feel like the choir, I did not like it, but then after hearing it a few times, it sounded epic. But then I thought it was a bit too much. But I really need to hear that theme without any choir, because that theme in the back, the way it was edited, it sounds very John Williams-esque, the way they improved it. Like, it just sounds amazing. Like, I'm not talking about the choir, I'm talking about the theme itself, like behind all that choir stuff. It really sounded amazing. I gotta hear that, like,
I'm listening
just
to it
without
right now.
the vocals.
I
And like,
liked
you
it.
just
I
you
don't-
hear you hear the people singing, and then you just hear like some guy saying "God," like it's like part of the panel, people talking. It's like not even the theme. It's weird.
I'm listening to it right now. I think it sounds pretty good. I like how the there's a choir there, and you know, there's a little bit of opera in it too. It's got that nice little bit of flair to it, that modern flair. So, Kaijuzilla621, I think the theme is perfect way to remake a classic theme. I can agree with you on that.
I feel like they should save the choir for the last 30 minutes of 30 seconds of that song.
Why?
Like, because the choir begins all the way from the beginning. Like, it begins like, I don't know, 40 seconds in or something out of 2 minutes 30. They should begin right when it's almost at its peak and almost just to say Gojira 1 or 2 times, not say it like 20 times. I think that would make it more effective. Like, it's building up, like this is the end. Because I heard it's like they're gonna use that in the end fight.
So what other themes do you want to hear? One theme I want to hear is King Ghidorah's theme from GMK. It was like,
I really don't like that theme.
I love it. It's great. It's like,
It sounded too generic. I really want to hear.
I thought it sounded great.
Too. It was one of like the military march themes. I forgot. It was a really good military march theme.
Yeah. So what other themes? I mean, Mechagodzilla isn't here, so I wouldn't say a redone Mechagodzilla theme, but I don't know. I think it was just that GMK theme. I thought was good.
Vana Blue is going crazy in the chat
It's
saying
score,
it's score, not theme. But it's like, we don't care.
Yeah.
So,
Oof.
But you know the guy from Final Wars who said, "Oh shit, it's a big bird." He should be in it when Rodan
What?
comes. You know the black guy from when Rodan came in Final Wars.
Whoa! Did you just say that? Did you just say black guy? Are you kidding me, NDK?
Damn.
demonetization.
Why would you say that?
No,
That is not how you talk to people, dude.
I need to get my bunker. Bunker. Get in the bunker.
I was
2018, Ryan.
I was
You
recording
can't just go
this.
around saying that.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna send this to all my
No.
African American friends at school.
Damn.
That is a term you use, not
Damn, I'm-
black. That is disrespectful, NDK.
I'm sorry. The guy who. You see, now you caught me up. I just want it was a funny scene from Final Wars that I thought I just
I
really-
like. What if we
it's
just hear
probably like a
Dunkirk?
highly improbable chance, but if he was in it, that'd be great.
What?
No, just imagine. No, okay, just imagine that Reach Monarch shot of Rodan is just a recreation of that scene from Final Wars.
Yes.
It's a big birdie. It's coming straight for us.
It's a big bird.
I want to hear. It'd be cool if we got GMK a little.
Wait, what? Like,
If we got GMK's score a little.
yeah, it was a pretty good theme, GMK.
Maybe I want to hear the GMK theme non-synth and non-electronic. I want to hear it like in an orchestra way.
Yeah. Yeah, the orchestra, like if it was like orchestral, I think that actually would be pretty good actually. Just get some violins, get some violas.
I forgot
cellos.
the Final Wars music though.
That was just a lot of rock music and some 41.
And some K-pop.
Yeah,
What should we have in this rewind?
No.
K-pop.
Some 41. Get some 41 for next YouTube rewind. Actually, I'm wondering when was the last song Some 41 ever made? Some 41.
I want to hear the orchestral theme of Tracer.
I'm already Trace.
Just like it just plays in this movie. That scene when Godzilla rises out of the water is just gonna have maybe I'll be Tracer. I'm already
Dude,
Tracer.
NDK, this is a really entertaining stream.
So apparently, Some 41's last album, it was in 2016. So they've been gone for almost 3 years.
Yeah, you know, I feel like we should talk about I feel like we should talk about box offices for this movie. So I am really worried for this movie.
I never got to talk about my themes.
Screw
Oh
that.
no! Let's
alright.
him speak. Let's him
Alright,
speak.
fine.
Equal opportunity.
I mean,
Let's
just
hear, let's hear him say something different than us, so we start another 40-minute argument.
All right, I'm down.
Just
Ryan, you get more monetary gain, so.
Sam, you go.
I would like to see a lot of just standard classic stuff like Ghidorah's theme, the Mothra song, and done in a orchestral style. Rodan's theme, I guess. Sure, why not? I also really like to see some of the Takayuki Hattori scores brought into this
Who's
new
that?
movie. The guy who did the score for Space Godzilla 2000 in the anime trilogy.
Ooh, my least favorite tracks. No, wait. Actually, Space Godzilla. I remember it now. I didn't like the 2000 score. I didn't like the anime. I don't even know what the anime score is. I think the only themes I like from Space Godzilla were all the themes on the island.
I mean,
Other than that,
the anime
it's a sweet
trilogy did have only like a few good tracks that I can actually remember. It was the
You.
I really,
Not a single
really
one.
like-
no. Listen.
I really
hear
like
me
the
out,
anime soundtrack.
Hear me out. I think when the actual like the second Godzilla rose up and destroyed a bunch of stuff with the huge explosion. That track, I thought was pretty good. And then
just like the standard Godzilla theme from that, just like
and then,
bum 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 bum, just
Yeah,
like
and then,
that theme is just like
Mecha
that's
Godzilla
modern
City's
Godzilla.
theme, if you remember, it was very
Nah.
futuristic. It was like or like I don't remember.
Bum 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 dum bum 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 dum bum
Yeah.
bum bum dum bum bum dum.
It was good.
All right.
Okay, so what were
box
you?
office.
Yeah, box office.
I'm really worried for this movie because I'm a little bit
with
more
Avengers
relieved.
Infinity War, like the fourth movie coming out, and also
Thanks,
Captain Marvel.
thanks for interrupting me.
I'm
Andy K.
sorry. It's just I want to add my little bit of thoughts.
I want to add my interruption.
Interrupting Cap.
All right.
Moo.
So Avengers was gonna come out in May 3rd. It says here.
Moo.
Now it's coming out April 26th, which is good. But we've got here Detective Pikachu comes out on May 10th. I think that's gonna be a billion movie. I really do think so. Like that trailer got like what 70 million views. Like that's unbelievable. People want to see that movie, so that's gonna affect Godzilla. But the one that's gonna affect the most Godzilla, I really do think it's gonna be Aladdin. That comes out May 24th, a week before Godzilla, and this is gonna be like this is gonna be like another Beauty and the Beast because it's another one of those live action movies. So this is probably gonna be a billion movie. So I'm really disappointed.
So the movie that's gonna destroy King of the Monsters box office is Disney's
T-series.
way of is Disney it's Disney movie it's Disney movies it's Disney's way of holding your nostalgia for ransom, basically.
I'm looking at what else comes out.
Done with modern CGI.
The Dark Phoenix. Do you think that's gonna do well? I hope it doesn't, because it comes out a week after Godzilla.
What's that?
That's an X-Men movie.
It may. There's a lot of X-Men Marvel fans.
So
I kind of like the X-Men movies, like not all of them. I kind of like Days of Future Past and Logan. Those were good.
Yeah, so I feel really bad for Godzilla. It's gonna be in a tough fight.
Just move it back to its original date. It would have more time.
It's released in February.
Yeah, it would be. I mean, you can't really push it too far anymore.
I'd say
because,
the March date was better. Because, I mean, it was already there. It could just
Captain Marvel.
Because with the thing, like, they pushed it back.
Well, yeah, but that comes out, but it still comes out after that, and I doubt that's going to be as big as Avengers 4 or even Black Panther.
Being in between Captain Marvel and Avengers 4 is not a good marketing strategy.
No.
Being after Avengers 4 is not a good marketing strategy.
So there's no marketing strategies that are positive. So make
I didn't
this
even
movie.
notice my mic was off.
Just release it now.
Good. Why were you interrupting us?
No, I wasn't. I wanted to. Yeah, I was gonna say. Just... Wait, what was the last thing I said?
I don't know.
Shoot.
I feel like
I don't think they were planning on having the movie released like in between a lot of movies that are probably gonna do very well in the box office, whether they're good movies or not. So that's gonna be a little bit of a problem for them, but hopefully.
I think that this Godzilla movie is gonna make $670 million.
That's a good estimate, I guess.
Between 500 and 700.
Here's the thing, though, that I mean, it won't probably do too well in the American box office, but you know where it will do well? The foreign, like China and Japan box office. It will probably blow up there.
What the hell? What? I'm looking at all the genres for these movies: Avengers action, Captain Marvel's adventure, Toy Story 4's comedy, Lion King's animation, what? Godzilla King of the Monsters is family.
Family entertainment.
Yes.
Family entertainment. It's a family entertaining movie.
This is so stupid.
You just see like King Ghidorah rip in half some other monster. A family movie.
You just see Godzilla rip the head off of King Ghidorah, and you see all its guts flying out. That's definitely very family.
All right, we hit the 1 hour mark. Goodbye.
Wait, what? No. Oh, wait, he's back.
I think, can we not talk about Godzilla anymore? Because let's just talk about YouTube.
Godzilla the Planet Eater.
Yes.
No. I'm leaving if you talk about that.
Well, realistically, it doesn't affect me. It only affects Ryan.
What? Wait, what? What are you talking about?
Wait. Oh, wait, no, it doesn't. It doesn't affect anyone in the situation except you.
Oh. Are you talking about the Planet Eater?
No.
No.
Let's talk about YouTube and how hard it is and how...
There was one last topic.
Oh my gosh. I don't want to talk about King of the Monsters anymore, dude.
That was the topic of the stream. I'm sorry. Sad like an aneurysm over there.
What? Do you even know what an aneurysm means? That's not what it is. You keep using this word and you don't even know what it means.
Just like how you don't know what original means.
Aneurysm is a ballooning and weakened area in the artery. I don't think a sigh is an aneurysm, NDK.
That wasn't a sigh, it was just like...
Yeah, but that's not what an aneurysm is, dude. You gotta make sure you don't say that.
Did you know what an aneurysm is? Did you know what an aneurysm was?
I have an idea, but hold on. Aneurysm. And I spelled it wrong. So I guess no, I don't.
See, it's Kaijuzilla. Not everyone knows what an aneurysm is.
Yeah, but if you like to use the word 50, 100 times, then you should probably use it in we use it in every other call you're in with me. But
no, I do not.
You know what?
Yes, you know and you're also Jay.
Ryan, if you want to feel better, KZ literally read the WebMD definition of aneurysm. So.
Ooh.
A ballooning and weakened area in an artery. That was what you said?
Yeah.
And that's exactly what WebMD says. So how do we know that you don't know what it means?
All right.
I didn't know what it means, but I'm just correcting NDK that he's using it in the wrong context.
All right.
Damn. I just wanted to have a discussion here, but I guess we're talking about aneurysms now or stuff like that.
Let's talk about YouTube.
Godzilla, really, like the whole Godzilla community and where it's going.
Well, you already saw my video.
Yeah, everyone saw your video. How many people saw it? That was like 700.
800.
800 views. What do you want to talk about with that, though?
I am not going to release videos next year except stuff for my movie and anything King of the Monsters, because...
We're not talking about you! I mean, just the Godzilla community in general.
King of Monsters is going to be something that everyone has to think about wisely in the content they're going to make from it, because...
Every shot from the...
all I have to do is post some crappy picture of Monarch and talk over it for 3 minutes like Matlow does, saying it's cool, nice, and cool. That's what I did in my new video, and people didn't even catch that I was being sarcastic, and people thought I was being serious, that I do think it's cool, nice, and cool, without giving actual criticism.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, are you being sarcastic, or are you actually serious?
I'm doing a parody of how bad all these news Godzilla videos are. I think D-Man's the only good one out there, yet he's still... I don't know about...
Me with D-Man, personally, in my opinion... I think he sort of drags the video a bit too long. Like, they don't need to be, like, 30 minutes long a piece. They can be, like, less than that. Like,
they're not 30 minutes.
A lot of his, like, bigger videos break, like, 15 minutes, like, longer than 30 minutes.
We're talking about most, though. They are not 30 minutes, NDJ.
So, this completely glosses over me. And my new stuff.
Maybe you
Yeah,
gotta do
you
thumbnails
only
like
have
him. He
yours like
knows.
8 minutes, Sam. So they're
He
pretty
knows how to click.
digestible.
He knows how to clickbait, and he knows how to get people's attention. That's what he's really good at. He doesn't have to be good at what he's talking about, but he really knows how to market a video.
Which I still disagree with him because clickbait or not, he still said this in his video of like why Mechagodzilla is the perfect antagonist. He's not really a good antagonist. That's more if he is a foil in
Yeah.
City on the Edge battle. It's not. It wasn't really that good of an antagonist for Godzilla. Just my personal preference. But shoot, lost my thought. Lost my train of thought. But I think next year with the Godzilla community, I think it may prosper a bit, like a lot more.
So is it a
Like-
bit or a lot more?
It's a lot more because, like, you know, with the newer Godzilla movies, like the anime trilogy and Shin Godzilla, Shin Godzilla, I think it was like a little bit more of a peak for, you know, Godzilla content because there were just a lot of videos being made on Shin Godzilla. And then the anime trilogy, it just kind of fell like a little flat with that, and that's when, 2017, and
Dude,
it just
I
kind of
am gonna
wasn't really
take
that good.
advantage of King of the Monsters to the fullest. Maybe not news, that's D-Man's thing, but in short battles, all these videos, you're gonna see a lot more red arrows next year, trust me.
You're gonna be like stabbing your viewers with red arrows at that point.
Dude, I've got 3 straight ones with red arrows. But my next one's gonna be the reaction. That'll do hopefully or good. I just need time to work on this movie.
Maybe I should. No, never mind.
What?
I was just thinking maybe I should rename my Godzilla 2 second trailer video from just like trailer thoughts to trailer 2 reaction, just as like an experiment. See how much better that will do in views.
Goodyear Wars, the community is ironically being quiet.
It's quiet.
That was actually something I
Too
wanted.
quiet.
Yeah, it's too quiet. Here's something I want to say is like, what happened to like some of the bigger names in the community? Like I feel like
They
really
died.
like the
Like
bigger
what?
players in the community. Like
Let's
that
see if
are
we know
left.
what big names you're talking about. Who are you talking about?
Like for example, Logan Romero, Nerfman, Goodyear 5400.
Wait.
Um,
Okay.
Methlo.
Logan. What's Logan Romero? I never heard of that guy. He keep hearing his name.
He used to do all sorts of like comedy sketches and stuff with Godzilla figures, and he made some really funny skits and stuff. And he was really, in my opinion, the comedy of this fan base, because he just knew how to make people laugh. In my opinion. But now, for some reason, he's been gone for a full year.
Oh.
He's still
Who
posting
else?
on like Instagram and
Gojira?
stuff. Logan Romero, if you're watching this, please come back. I don't even care if it's just a video of you just screaming for 5 minutes. Just come back, man.
You hear that?
Hear what?
That noise?
No. And also with Gojira, Goji Fan 1993 gone, community's starting to, fall a little bit, but like I said earlier, it could come back up with the release of King of the Monsters, so.
Gojira 5400, he is on a different mission right now.
What is his mission right now?
See all the Arby's.
Christian Chapin.
Ooh. To eat all the he's on a mission to eat all the brisket in Arby's. In his local Arby's. You'll just see him stuffing his face with, like, because there was always like a new person that he would talk about, and there was a lot of discussion within the comments as well, so. But yes, he did start a lot of drama, but I think it's what kept the community going for the longest time. But I remember when they actually tried to upload something, like I think it was like a Shin Godzilla video, and then YouTube just deleted it because of copyright. And that was the first video we got from him for like 3 months. So there's that. And I know Deadzilla probably won't upload for a while because, you know, he's a teacher at school, so it makes sense.
Oof, Deadzilla. Dang.
He's been working on Godzilla the Forever Part 4. So
No, he's not.
yeah, have you been checking his Insta? I mean, he's a teacher, man. You have to understand that.
Okay, and I work in the FBI.
You're a student, man.
I work in the FBI, but I have time to make Mushino.
You don't work in the FBI. Lies, deception. Lies, deception.
See, it really bothers me when people make excuses like I have a job. Like I see a lot of people. I see a lot of people that have a job, as the way you say it, and they still make a lot of content. I think that's kind of an excuse, to be honest. It's a good excuse, but it's an excuse.
I'm reading the comments. I feel like Nerf fans set off the channel feuds that made me leave him for. Okay, fine.
Fine, yeah. I mean, he's right. What, you think he did something good?
I mean, not all the time, but yeah, I can see why people don't like him. So, Deadzilla's a hacking legend, but he's kind of absent nowadays. Yeah, he usually comes.
That Kaiju621 is like one of the only Godzilla YouTubers I kind of respect.
And also,
I respect
uploading too. Whether it's just like a behind the scenes video or not, he's been uploading a lot. So, I mean, you respect them.
Big names now.
I mean,
D-Man Lewis.
Yeah. I love how you say, like, you respect him, even though he left, like, 5 minutes into your panel at G-Fest.
I don't respect that, but I respect his panel. I gotta talk to him about that next year.
Ooh. It's be like, hey, man, why'd you leave during my panel? Which will also further push your ego. I'm kidding.
How would it?
Because it's my panel. You have to be here for my panel. But, what else do we gotta talk about?
You copying Narby's boy?
No, dude. We've talked about this.
Sam, have you seen that video?
Yeah.
It's crazy, right? He was like, in my movie, it was like, yeah, very funny. And then he's talking to Kaiju Fan X, and he's like, haha, yeah, very funny, dude.
You know, you can't really use that as an excuse. I haven't.
Excuse? I'm just making a point. That was a direct copy from my film.
Dude. Here's the thing.
Dude, yeah.
You can't really use that as an excuse because that's just a line of dialogue. You can't.
It doesn't matter if it's a line of dialogue. The execution, the presentation, it's very similar to my film.
And also, you're gonna question the hand. That
was just me poking holes.
No, you can't use that as an excuse. That's.
I could.
No, dude, that's a very poor way. I can agree with you on the dialogue, but it's kind of poor. They use the hand motion and say that's copying. So.
I don't know, NDK.
What's poppin', little gangsters?
Maybe I gotta watch the rest of your film and see what else you did.
All right, back to some condom stuff because it seems that is like if someone posts a picture of a cloud that looks similar to I don't know Baggin, then Monarch has to post a video or a picture on it. Say Monarch sighting. What you can see here. And then we also got the other stuff that they're posting on their website. Like today, we got the King Ghidorah one, which was pretty freaking.
Now we're gonna play this. Now we're gonna play this clip 2 times. Now we're gonna play this at half the speed.
It looks really cool. It looks really nice. I also think it looks really cool. Goodbye, guys.
Okay, but like, am I the only person who notices that?
What are you saying, Sam?
Man, you're good at interrupting, NUK.
Stop.
He's really good at it.
Sam, continue, please.
Is it me, or does it look like that this Ghidorah is like running with his wings?
That's actually something I noticed too. It just seems like he put his legs on the ground and just started like waddling to Godzilla with his wings.
Yeah, I retweeted that saying me walks through door, my dog.
That's not the final fight.
That's probably the final fight.
Ooh.
Because the cloud cover's the same. They're both in large cities. It's probably more likely than not the same fight.
It's definitely the same fight, but you don't know if it's the last fight. I just say I hope it's not.
Rodan here looks pretty good though. In the last one we got, the one.
I love how you can see like lava coming off of his wings.
Yeah,
and you can just see how massive he is too. Like, hold on.
That really does look like Mexico. They really got that spot on.
Didn't they? Yeah, they filmed on location in Mexico, apparently.
Yeah, but you can feel how massive he is when he passes over the camera and stuff. You look at it.
When you say, "It's a big birdie. It's come for us."
If that part was like redone and remastered in the movie, I think it could do very well in the box office if that's the case.
That would raise it like a solid,
like 10
50, points for me.
Like a 50% increase in box office sales. Boy,
indeed.
I'm listening to the sounds for this. What?
What else are you gonna do on the stream?
Wait, Raph, I need to ask. Did anyone else hear Martha's audio in this clip?
Yeah.
Yeah. What? It sounds like a dolphin. Oh wow, that is a good observation.
No, it just.
No, it sounds like Mr. Krabs swearing. What are you talking about?
All right, let's talk about something else.
Wait, hold on. What? That was our sound? I don't know how I feel about that. That's
Alright, Nikkei, can you do those sounds again, please?
Oh yes, Ryan. Can you please?
Can you do it 3 more times?
No.
Why?
I would get repetitive.
Ryan, can you do it? Ryan, can you do it just one more time?
Come on. Don't be shy. Come on. Don't be shy.
Because that's what it sounds. It sounds like me in the 4th grade trying to play a violin.
No. Don't talk about your past stories. Just do it again.
Can you demonstrate this sound for us, please?
Yes.
Fine. I can't.
Fully. You call yourself
I can't.
You want to be like PewDiePie on your channel? You gotta be outgoing. Do it one more time.
No, I can't do it.
Come on.
You can't.
Come on, Ryan. Just one more time.
Fully, come on. Everyone type in the chat. Do it, Ryan.
No. You a-hole. You meanie head. You F-word.
Just do it one more time.
No.
Do it for the meme.
A sound effect to rival Super Mario Zilla scream. No. I refuse.
Yes. Yes, do it.
No.
Yes.
I love the beer.
Can you do it one more time? I need a sound effect for my movie. Come on.
No.
I need. Come on. You're in this movie. I need a sound that says "death scream." Please do it one more time.
No. No.
Why? You signed up for this movie.
You didn't ever tell me that I was in your movie. You only said Jurassic World.
You signed a contract. Come on.
I didn't sign any contract.
You want me to pull it up?
You're trying to make an offer with me I can't refuse?
The thing is that you've already made and taken that offer.
I did. You never made the offer of your Godzilla movie. You said Jurassic World, and then I offered my lines, but...
Kaiju cinema, that is a good observation.
Fine. Fine. Fine.
Whoa.
Okay, fine. That's it. You're welcome.
Wait, I wasn't filming. Do it again.
No. Use the stream. Wait for it to come out later. Yar's Godfather reference. Yes. Yes.
I saw The Godfather recently. It's like I thought it was like overrated as hell. It's actually damn good.
Yeah, the acting is on par. And
You don't even understand the acting.
Excuse me.
To be fair, you need to have a very high IQ to understand The Godfather.
Exactly, and you're not. It's rated
it's
R,
like
dude.
Rick and Morty.
what are
You
you?
need to have a slightly higher IQ to understand.
It's rated R, dude, and you're like what, 13? You're not allowed to
I'm
watch
14, actually. Almost
it. You want
15.
you want to report this to the rating system corporation?
Dude, since you've probably been playing Call of Duty and Battlefield and all those games.
Call of Duty? What?
Like,
Are
probably
you saying I'm a
before
COD
I
fan?
even played. No, I'm just
You're saying I'm a COD fan, boy?
I mean, you do have World War II.
No, I do not.
Yes, you do.
No, I do not. I am a Battlefield fan, but not anymore.
Me, go back to your Christmas haul, and there you go.
Christmas haul. There's no Christmas haul, dude.
From last year,
No. Last year I got Metal Gear Solid 5 and Dawn of the Dead or whatever. I did not
Hold on. Snip. Snoop Droop.
The last 5 minutes of the stream have been more entertaining than anything that the anime trilogy has given us.
That is actually quite accurate.
What are you doing, dude?
Hold on. Trying to prove my point here.
The video's already deleted.
Are you sure about that?
Oh!
You see there, Metal Gear Solid 5, Star Wars Battlefront 2, and Dawn of the Dead.
Sam, are you looking at my screen?
Sam,
yes,
right?
I am.
You see Metal Gear Solid 5.
100% looking at Ryan's screen, and I am seeing Call of Duty.
This should work.
Alright, hold on. Alright, so think of one last thing to talk about that's not going to cause an argument. Is this actually interesting, this stream? I guess we can talk about our final thoughts on what we think of KOTM going in.
It looks horrible.
Stole the words right out of my mouth.
I just realized
what?
we talked about everything around the movie, but we never actually talked about the movie itself.
Yeah, we mostly talked about the designs and Monarch and all that stuff. So
how about no?
How about yeah?
How
my
about
personal
no?
thoughts, my final thoughts, King of the Monsters. It's looking great. I think who's that? Mike Dougherty, the director. I think he could be great with this movie because he does have some past experience with Godzilla and playing Godzilla figures and watching the Godzilla movies as a kid. So I think that's good. Having someone who has some past experience and some past nostalgia with the movies, probably make a good movie. So I'm just looking forward to it. Because what we've gotten with the trailers, what we've gotten with the announcements, and every new figure, and all that stuff, it's looking great. So, now, Sam, you give your thoughts, final thoughts.
Looks pretty good so far. Not really seeing anything that's sounding any alarms for me. Just overall excited to see it.
Let's talk about G-Fest.
Well, you have to give your final thoughts, my guy.
You already know my final thoughts.
Give your final thoughts.
It's horrible. It's bland. And it's bland.
That's like the one word to describe this entire podcast.
We have to make that a new Kaijuzilla meme. Bland.
Make it. But who in the chat is going to G-Fest?
Personally, me. Evan, if he was here, he would say no.
You know what I did hear?
What?
Lewis and the gang is going to have a panel.
Ooh. Oh,
and you know what I'm going to do?
What?
I'm going to ask him a very tough question, but I don't want to spoil that question yet.
You're gonna lock it in a safe and forget about it for 6 months and then take it back out?
It's going to be a history question.
Oh! I
need someone to be filming that.
I know what the question is.
And I don't say I want
exactly what it is.
I want someone to film that. I'm gonna stand up. I'm gonna ask him the question, and I want to see his response, and that'll be like the main video for G-Fest next year.
I know the question. You've said it to him before in a couple of videos.
And we'll see if he's learned from that.
I remember I was in one of your live streams. I think it was the first live stream I was in yours. And you asked him that question too. And he still didn't have an answer.
1996.
No, it was the release of Rise Goji. Rise for Destruction.
Yes.
When was Rise for Destruction released? 1776.
So he's got to do his homework.
You could probably read a whole history book and you still won't have that answer.
Yeah, but do you think I should do that, or is that rude?
I don't know. That's probably.
I mean, it's really not rude, but I feel like people.
Question.
It is a game ender question, but I don't want to come off like a jackass at the same time.
All right, I see what you mean. So, you got anything else to talk about here? Because, I mean, G-Fest, my personal thoughts. I mean, did anyone else hear that they already had tickets going up for the Crown Plaza, and now they're already sold out, and they're trying to find more places for hotels and stuff, like Comfort Inn, and,
Doubletree?
Yeah, Doubletree.
Yeah.
Yeah, they already put the tickets out. They usually put the tickets out in January. So it's surprising that they do that. Because if you look on their page, and this is also true, is that G-Fest 25 was their most successful. 3,000. That's way more than any year.
Bottle Blue, you going?
I'm going to G-Fest. Winking smiley face.
Because I actually want to do the Deadly Twister. Because we didn't get enough people last year, and I need
Twister.
And you're not allowed. Twister. And I need someone to film it because I want to get me, Richard, Nerfman, and Lewis.
Ooh.
That'll be hilarious.
I am scared.
I'm terrified. What we have to have next year, me and Sam, is 2 tables where I'm at one, he's at the other, and we're discussing why Mudo is the best kaiju. Change my mind. Not the best kaiju, but
right.
like, is a good design.
That's good. So, I don't know. hit up on DM sometime because I want to get a lot of videos planned.
All right. But that is actually one of the discussions we were gonna have. But I think since there's enough arguments in the stream, we'll save it for next time.
Yes. Let's do that.
Oh yes.
One more thing.
What? Like closing
I
statements.
feel like Rodan is a little bland.
How dare you?
I feel like that's a good note to end the stream off of.
All right, so that's it for this episode / stream of Monsters Within Now podcast. Been your host, Indicate Films. Then we have then Sam has been your co-host, and now our special guest, our official first
I'm
special
here, I
guest
exist.
was Kaijuzilla. So meme review. So that's it for the stream. Subscribe to Kaijuzilla. Don't subscribe to Kaijuzilla. Subscribe to Louis Durant. He has to beat him to 40,000 subscribers.
Subscribe only to me.
No.
Subscribe to Sam the
Louis
Gaggen
Durant.
fan. I deserve the subs.
Yeah, he could.
All right, Sam. You and me will work together, and we'll crush NDK and Lewis.
I gotcha.
Gotcha too.
You're committing treason, Sam.
It's. Oh my god.
Subscribe to Sam. Actually, he could use some support because he makes some actually decent content within this community, and he deserves
Decent content, you say? Decent.
No, I said like actually decent.
Look at a water.
Okay, es uno con esto, lo tienes que tomar. Lo tienes que tomar.
So there, ref.
What?
Do you need some water?
Yeah, I need some water. I'm dying right now.
You need to get your. We need to get you your Godzilla cup.
Dude, you are the funniest man alive. Kid.
I know, haha. I've just come up with the LMOA jokes. I know, right?
Alright, I'm leaving this.
Alright, so that's it for this episode. Thank you guys for watching this stream / podcast / thing. And goodbye.
NDK